rent. So we must also check if there is any other income account. If you refer to the question there, we have bad debt recovered as our income there. Remember, we also have interest income as an income, but does not belong to the operating income. It will belong somewhere down there. You'll see when we get to that 2,300. That is our bad debt recovered. So there is no adjustment on bad debts recovered. So we'll just write it there, bad debt recovered, 2,300 there. So you must also check if there is any other income that are not reflected on the trial balance, but that can arise from the adjustment. The possible ones are trading stock deficit, trading stock surplus, under operating incomes, trading stock surplus, provision for bad debts adjustment, profit on sale of asset. You can also have a discount received as income, and so on, commission, fee income, and so on. So we must double check if there is any other income. So in this case, we only have two incomes. You'll see when we get to our expenses, and then we'll have the amount there, 162,360 plus 2,300. We'll get our other operating income as 164,660. There we go. So we'll check now the operating expenses with gross operating income. We'll have to take this, our gross profit. Our gross profit is 2,867,800 plus the other operating income, 164,660. It will give us 3,032,460 as our gross operating income. 3,032,460. There we go. And then we move now to our operating expenses. As indicated on the answer sheet, we must first check the director's fees. There we have director's fees from the trial balance is 840. Remember, we said how to use brackets. So next to director's fees in the income statement, you'll open a bracket, write 840. Remember, you write the amount as given from the trial balance, and then you also check the adjustments. You also check the adjustments if we have any adjustment on director's fees. If you check adjustment B, director's fees of 22,500 are outstanding. Outstanding means accrued. So if it's accrued, then we must add. The 22,000 at the end of the financial period was outstanding. So we must add the outstanding amount. We'll have there plus 22,500. So if you add to 840,000 plus 22,000, you must get the total amount of director's fees. That is 862,500. 862,500 if you add that. And then audit fees, you must first check if there is any adjustment on audit fees. From the trial balance, audit fees is given as 73,800, and then we don't have any adjustment. If you don't have any adjustment on audit fees, we'll indicate it as given to us 73,800 to earn 1 mark. And then salaries and wages, you must first check the amount from the trial balance. If we have any amount there, 660,000, and then we must first also check if we have any adjustment. In this case, we don't have adjustment on salaries and wages, so we'll record as given to us 660,000. And then we must also check the next one is packing material. packing material, we are given amount of packing material there 23,100 from the trial balance. So what do? We open a bracket 23,100, and then we check if we have any adjustment. We have adjustment A. A physical stock taking on 30 June 2011 revealed the following: inventories on hand 4,260 for packing material. So the packing material on hand is not part of the expense. It creates an asset called consumable stores on hand. So this one will be subtracted because it's no longer part of the expenses, minus 4,260. So if you calculate 23,100 minus 4,260, you'll get 18,840 for packing material. Marketing expenses, we must first check in the trial balance. Marketing expenses, we have 480,000 marketing expenses, and then we must also check if we have adjustment. We don't have adjustment, so we'll write there 480 as given to us, 480,000. Sundry expenses, if you check the trial balance, there it is, sundry expenses 63,770, and then we don't have adjustment, so we'll record as it is 63,770 for marketing expenses. Bad debts, we have bad debts from the trial balance as given there 12,000, and then we also have adjustment number D. Adjustment number D, that is also referring to the bad debts written off as irrecoverable there. We'll just take a short break, and then when we come back, we'll finish with bad debts. Remember, we are referring to question paper November 2011. See you when we come back. Thanks.